Hi, welcome to the early morning show. Today we're going to be interviewing William Clark and his horse. Welcome. How is it that you ended up undertaking a journey that was 3,700 miles from the Mississippi River to the Pacific Ocean in non-motorized boats, on horseback, and on foot, without a reliable map, and territory inhabited by Indian nations?
It all started in 1803 when Thomas Jefferson, the President of the United States, made the Louisiana Purchase of the Western Territories. Much of it was unexplored, and Jefferson decided that he would like to have an expedition go up the Missouri to its source in the western mountains and beyond to the Pacific Ocean. Jefferson commissioned the Columbus Discovery under the command of Meriwether Lewis to explore the Western Territory. Lewis then recruited me to share equally in the command of the expedition, as well as a force of over 40 men.
What was it that Jefferson wanted you to do on this expedition?
Jefferson had hoped to find a northwest passage by water route across the country to boost commerce. Besides trying to find this passageway to the northwest by water, which came to be false hope, I mapped out the new territory while Lewis assessed natural resources.
Could you explain some of the challenges of your journey? I'm sure you had plenty.
Yes, we did. Starting in St. Louis with our journey, we had to carry the core and cargo the first leg of the journey. Lewis had a keelboat built. It was 55-foot shallow draft vessel capable of carrying about 12 tons of cargo. The boat had a sail, but most of the time propelled by our oars and poles. The journey on the Missouri River was very long. I think it was over 2,000 miles long, upstream all the way. Then we made our way to the Lolo Trail across the vast Bitterroot Mountains, already covered with snow, even though it was only September. The crossing took 11 days, and we nearly starved. We were almost helpless when we reached the Nez Perez Indians on the other side. Fortunately, the Nez Perez Indians welcomed us. They fed, helped, and made canoes for us, and agreed to take care of our horses until our return back east. And if it wasn't for Sacagawea, we probably wouldn't have made it halfway through our journey. During the winter, Lewis and I hired Toussaint, a French fur trader, and his wife, a Shoshone woman named Sacagawea. We had realized that she could help by interpreting with her people who lived near the Missouri headwaters. As it turned out, her brother was the chief of the village we first contacted. With her help, we were able to obtain the horses we needed to get across the mountains. She was also a big help when we encountered other tribes. She was like a peace sign because of her pregnancy, and later along the way, carrying along her baby with her. I noted that the Indians were prepared to defend their territory. When they saw Sacagawea, though, they believed that we were friendly. A war party never traveled with a woman, especially a woman with a baby.
How is it that Sacagawea joined your expedition, and how was she a big help?
After we had crossed the mountains in June, our journey back home, Lewis and I decided to split up into smaller parties to explore the new territory a little more thoroughly. Lewis took a more northerly route, I took a more southerly route. While I discovered an unusually large stone foundation on the Yellowstone River, Lewis and his party had their first and only with Indians. A group of Blackfeet had apparently tried to capture horses and guns. Lewis's party ended up killing 2 of the Indians.
What was it like when you arrived home on September 23rd, 1806?
They welcomed us back as heroes, but since we had been gone so long, A lot of people thought we had died along the way. There was only one death on our journey, though. It was Sergeant Charles Floyd. He probably died of a ruptured appendix as we traveled up the Missouri River.
Thank you for being here. Nice to meet you, Peanut Butter.